Hello, my dear students. Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you guys are all perfectly fine. I do wish and hope that you guys are preparing for the upcoming September 25 examination in a very great manner. And I do wish and hope that no one is wasting any time and everybody is making a proper utilization of it. See, as I'm recording this video, there are 40 days of time left for the upcoming September 25 examination. And I know you guys are going through a lot of things. You might be going through a lot of struggle. You might be going through a lot of stress. Some people are often confused. So here I'm going to help you out through this video how you can increase the chances in your favor to qualify the CA final audit examination. I know, guys, for many people, CA final audit is one of the most complicated. For many people, the subject will give you the nightmare. And for a certain category of students, if something is stopping from getting qualified the CA final examination, that is going to be this audit paper. So many students find this subject very complicated, but in this video, I'm going to share with you one approach, a strategy, or a direction, whatever you want to call it, you call it. So I'm going to share with you one approach or one strategy or one direction which you can follow in order to increase the chances in your favor for qualifying the CA final auditing examination. So without any delay further, let me directly come to that subject matter of this video. We will directly address the agenda. With whatever agenda I'm recording this video, directly I will come to the point. I will not waste much of your time. See, I have created something like this targeted preparation, targeted chapter preparation, where I have identified the chapters which are top priority, which you have to compulsorily prepare and you have to give the most importance for these chapters. And then I have second category of the chapters, third priority and last priority. So like that, I have divided the entire chapters of the CA final into different categories. I will come to this targeted chapter preparation later. First, let me share with you the most common mistakes which CA final students are doing, because of which they are not getting through the CA final auditing examination. This is very, very important. See, chapters and all, you keep it aside. The most important thing is we have to realize what are the mistakes which we are committing, which is stopping us from getting qualified in the CA final audit paper. So first, let me address the most common mistakes which students are doing today, which is stopping them from qualifying the CA final audit paper. Number one, the first important thing, the first common mistake which most of the students are doing is reliance on the summary materials. Reliance on summary materials. So let me tell you straightforward, let me be honest with you guys. If you are sold out to the idea that by reading 100 or 200 pages of summary material, you can get through the CA final auditing examination, trust me, I might sound very harsh on you. You are in deep trouble. You are in deep trouble. If you have relied on, if you are sold to that idea that by reading them some 100 or 200 pages, you will get through the CA final auditing examination, sorry to say this, guys, you are in a very deep trouble. So just analyze it, guys. See, think from your own perspective. You are not writing some general BCom or degree examination. You are going to write a professional examination. Do you think by reading 100 or 200 pages of the material, will you be able to clear the examination? So if you are sold out to this idea, I'm saying once again, I don't know how to react to it, but trust me, if you are relying completely on the summary materials, gone. You will not be able to clear the auditing paper, that I can tell you. So you have to cover the content which is as per the study material. We have the ICA study material, right? That is a comprehensive source. Did you look at the volume of the ICA study material? So much of volume is there. So how can you expect from that huge volume, you can take out some 100 or 200 pages and you can qualify the CA final audit? That is not going to happen. So I'm not against the summary materials. I will tell you one simple thing. If you want to use a summary material, that should be used only for revision. That should be used only for revision, not for the, you should not rely on it wholly for your complete preparation. Your complete preparation should be from the main materials. Whatever it is, whichever order you are following, I'm not bothered. But I wanted to warn all of you, don't completely make the summary material as the primary source of your preparation. You should not be doing it. If you are using it, for example, if you have done your complete preparation from the main material for the purpose of revision, if you want to use summary materials, I'm not against to it. You can do it. But what is the problem which I have is those students who are relying completely on the summary material for their 100% preparation, that is what I'm completely against to it. So even if you have look at our concept notes, see recently we have conducted the face-to-face EOB batch we have conducted. For that purpose, we have created one colored material concept notes we have created. So this concept notes will run somewhere around 390 pages, and every content which is there in the study material, we have included it here. We did not dilute the content. We did not summarize the content too much. We just arranged it in a proper manner, and in such a manner that the student will not miss out on any detail. So with such caution, with such care, we have drafted this concept notes. Somewhere it will run around, as I've told, 390 pages of the concept notes we have created. But I am telling you, this is a comprehensive source. It will serve all your exam needs. That I can say it from you, say it from my side. And not just that, we also have this question bank where we have compiled a huge volume of the questions from MTPs, RTPs, study material, past examination papers. So like that, we have created one comprehensive source of the question bank also. If at all you want to use this concept notes, if at all you want to use this question bank, you can download the PDF copies. I will share the links to that PDF copies in the description of this video. So you can download that PDFs from there. And if at all you want to order this hard copies of the material, you can find the website in our description that you can visit and order this concept notes in question bank. So whatever, let us come back to the main agenda here. So as I have told, too much reliance on the summary materials will ultimately lead you to failure. Number 2, having no conceptual clarity. Having no conceptual clarity. See, it is very unfortunate. Even today, I am seeing the students at the CA final level who are still reading the chapters without understanding the logic. Without understanding the concept, the students are mugging up the content. It's very unfortunate to say it. So if you don't have conceptual clarity, you will not be able to read the question paper itself. See, today, as we all are aware, 30 marks are in the form of MCQs. If you want to answer these MCQs, unless you have a conceptual knowledge, you will not be able to answer the MCQs. You will not be able to understand the MCQs. Not just MCQs, even descriptive part. Even descriptive part. So if you are, today as you look at the question paper, when you look at the descriptive questions, they are not direct questions. They are a scenario-based questions. If you want to read the question, if you want to understand the question, what they are expecting you from that question in the answer, if you want to learn it, if you want to know it, if you want to understand the question, the correct perspective, if you don't have conceptual clarity, you are not going to understand the question only. Keep aside writing the answer, you will not be able to understand the question itself. So if you are lacking on conceptual clarity, gone. MCQs you will not be able to answer. Descriptive questions also you will not be able to answer. So having the conceptual clarity is must. Number 3, one more mistake which most of the students are doing is ignoring terminology. Ignoring terminology or ignoring the keywords. Now, this is the problem with some category of students who are very good at the concept. They can understand the concept, but they will not focus on the terminology. When I look at a few suggested answers, they are writing the answers in their own language. There is no reference given for the language used in the standards. There is no reference to the language which is used in the study material. But trust me, suggested answers, if you have a look at the copy of the suggested answers, their answers will not be given in the plain English or common language. They will be in the language of the standards. Technical language will be there. If you are missing on the terminology, you might be excellent in your concepts, but if you don't put the effort to remember the terminology, there also you are going to lose your marks. Sir, how we can remember the terminology, sir? Once again, stay away from the summary material. So just open a few summary materials, open a few materials and check. You will be able to find certain sentence in the study material which they have diluted completely in their materials. See, you will not be able to score the marks by writing the sentences in your own language unless you use technical language. So you have to get familiar with the technical language. So these are the 3 most common mistakes which I find many students doing it, because of which attempt by attempt they are failing in the CA final auditing examination. So get your basics corrected first. Get your basics corrected first, then you can work on the chapters, prioritization and all. But first we have to stay away from these kind of mistakes. So once you get rid of these mistakes, now the next important thing which we have to take care of is our time. So as you all are aware, time is very, very limited. And because of 3 attempts, because ICA has made 3 attempts for each year, attempt after attempt, the whatever time is left for the preparation, that is getting reduced to a very larger extent. So you have very short span of time left and you have to make the proper utilization of it. So as I have told, by the time I am recording this video, we have 40 days of time left. I know it will be impossible for many of the students to cover 100% of the syllabus in that 40 days of time. So that's why I have identified the chapters here. I have given the prioritization of the chapters here. This PDF, even I will make it available in the link of this video. In the description of this video, I will give you the link to download even this PDF also, targeted chapter preparation. See, if you are such a student who is done with your complete preparation of the CA final audit, who is also done with 1 or 2 revisions, then this video might not be for you. But I am well aware that many students will not fit under this category. So we have majority of the students who don't know how to manage their time, how to utilize the 40 days of time, and which areas they have to focus, which areas they have to concentrate more. That many people are unaware. So for them, this video can be a guidance for you. So if you see here, if you see this document, there are a few categorizations I have done. So first one, we have something which will fall under first and foremost priority chapters. The top chapters, the number one prominence, you should thoroughly cover the content from these chapters. And standards, I have identified a few chapters and I have identified a few standards. These should be your top priority. First priority, I will say, if you are not preparing thoroughly for all the concepts falling under this category, you don't deserve to go and sit for the examination. You don't deserve to go and sit for the examination. So first and foremost priority, these chapters and these standards compulsorily you have to cover. There is no other choice for you. If you are not preparing for these chapters or these standards, don't go and sit for the examination. So this I will say first category. These concepts, these chapters are going to be important for descriptive questions as well as MCQs. For descriptive as well as MCQ. See, in the worst case scenario also, you can expect somewhere around 30 marks. Worst case scenario, I'm saying 30 marks minimum you can expect. And if your time is so good enough from these chapters, you can expect 45 marks also. I'm saying if your time is so good enough, if you're so lucky enough, you can expect even 45 marks. But in the worst case scenario also, 30 marks you will be able to cover from this category of the chapters. Sir, what are they? So as you could see here, the first priority, always I say audit reporting. So when I say audit reporting, what and all will get covered here? SA 700 series, starting with 700, 701, 705, 706, along with reporting requirements under section 143, along with that CARO reporting requirements. So all this you have to cover it. And not just that, along with this audit reporting chapter, you add 2 more standards. One is SA 710, which is talking about that comparative information, and SA 720, auditor's responsibilities regarding other information. So this is the first chapter which you have to be thorough. Audit reporting along with SA 710 and SA 720. Then we have SA 200 series. Pick the 200 series. Compulsory question you will be able to find from the 200 series. Sir, which is standards from 200 series? SA 240, which is talking about fraud and responsibilities of the auditor. SA 250, auditor's responsibilities regarding compliances with the laws and regulations. 260, communication with those charged with governance. And then we have 299, joint audit. 4 standards. From these 4 standards, 1 compulsory question you are going to get. Sometimes you might get 2-3 questions also, but minimum 1 question you are going to get it from here. Then take up 400 series and 500 series of the standards. Sir, what and all will get covered here? SA 402. And then we have 450, 500 series, starting with 500, 501, 505, 510, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580. You might feel that, sir, these are all the standards which you have already read at the CA inter level. Yes, you might have read it at the CA inter level, but these days they are asking MCQs from these 500 series of the standards. If they are not asking a descriptive question, but they are asking MCQ questions from these 500 series. SA 540 is something which is not there at the CA inter. From this descriptive question they are asking. SA 540 descriptive questions we are getting these days. From SA 402 also we are getting descriptive questions. And from remaining all other standards, in majority of the cases, we are seeing a MCQs. Good weightage is getting in the form of MCQs. So please cover this 400 and 500 series. So once you are done with that, quality control chapter, small chapter guys, easy for preparation, and you are going to get very good amount of marks from this. So quality control, what will be the content of quality control? You will find something SQC 1 and SA 220. That's all. 2 standards, SQC 1 and SA 220. Be thorough with this chapter. Compulsory question you are going to get it. Then we have professional ethics, the unavoidable thing, the thing which you have to compulsorily do it. Professional ethics, I know very many students will be familiar with this chapter. Don't leave any clause, any circular, nothing you leave it. Everything you try to cover it from the professional ethics chapter. A good weightage you will find it in the professional ethics chapter. So these are the top priority. These standards and these chapters are top priority. Once again, I am telling you, if you are not preparing for this chapter, don't go and attend for the examination. That's my humble request for you. So once you are thorough with these chapters, now next I have given the second priority chapters, where I have identified the chapters which are small in size, which are easy for preparation, and even though they are small in size, easy for preparation, but we are going to get a good weightage from this chapter. So here I have done cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis in terms of time spent and weightage issue, which you can expect. I have done the cost benefit analysis in terms of the time which you will be spending on the chapter, and in return, what weightage you will get it here. And from these chapters, I get the best output here. For the time which I have spent, I will get the best output from these chapters. Why? Because as I have told, these chapters are very small in size, very easy for preparation, will not drain you much, and good weightage you are going to get it. Sir, what are those chapters? So as you could see here, audit strategy, planning and execution. Hardly you will have some 7-8 pages of the content. That's it. Then you have group audit. Along with that, cover SA 600 also, group audit, audit of consolidated financial statements. From that, these days we are usually seeing a question from group audit also. And if you could add that with SA 600, yes, one compulsory question from here. Then internal audit along with SA 610. Once again, very small chapter, very small standard, compulsory question. Then we have SDG and ESG, last chapter, small chapter, compulsorily 4 to 6 marks from this SDG and ESG. Small chapter, will not take much of a time. Then we have specialized areas, SA 800 series, 3 standards we will have. So SA 800, 805 and 810, 3 standards. Why I kept it under this category is because in these standards there are amendments when it comes to the reporting area. These standards have undergone the amendments recently, so that's why I'm expecting huge questions from the specialized areas as well. So SA 800 series, specialized areas also you cover. Then we have special standards. As you all are aware, we have something called SRS, SAE, SRE. See, SREs are very lengthy. SREs are very lengthy, but much of the content which is there in SRE that we would have covered in all other general standards. From the standards on audit only, a few things they will pick up and keep it in the SRE. This all I have explained in our classes in a usual manner. But since SRE is very lengthy, this I am not picking it up. So, but other 2 special category of the standards, SRS and SAE, this you can easily prepare. SRS is a very small chapter. Hardly you will have some 6 to 7 pages of the content, related services. Very easy to prepare also. This you can complete in hardly some 2 to 3 hours. You can complete this chapter. Then you can pick up SAE, standards on assurance engagement. That also will be easier, comparatively easier, conceptually easier. So this also you can complete in less time. From these also we are expecting a questions these days. So once you are done with the specialized areas, pick these 2 special standards, SRS and SAE. I'm not including SRE here. Why? Because once again, cost benefit analysis. You need to spend a lot of time for SRE. The time which you spend for preparing SRE, in that time you can cover both SRS and SAE. Both you can complete it. So this is the second priority of the chapters, where you will get less time, easy preparation, good weightage. If you would have covered it till here, if your time is so good enough, somewhere around 55 to 60 marks you would have already covered. If your time is good enough, you would have covered 55 to 60 marks till here. Then third priority, see, I have identified few chapters. Now the chapters which are falling under this third category, if you don't memorize it also, I don't have any problem. I don't want you to read these chapters with the intention of memorizing the content, but I want you to read these chapters with the intention of grasping the concepts. Why? Because these chapters are technical, difficult to remember. I know, very much difficult to remember. Like as you could see, the third category is here: risk assessment, internal control and materiality, audit of banks, audit of NBFCs. Because of the terminology, because of the nature of the chapter, I know that these chapters are very much difficult to remember. Many students will ignore it altogether. But for MCQs, these are very important. These days, MCQs are asking from these areas. So my humble request will be, you read this chapter, one minimum reading you give. If you have time, prepare for this chapter. But if you are not having time for memorizing the content or preparing the chapter in the usual way, what I would suggest you is give one deep reading, one single deep reading of the chapter, risk assessment, internal control, materiality, audit of banks, audit of NBFCs, so that if at all MCQs gets tested from here, we will not be losing on the marks. That's why I want you to give one minimum reading of these 3 chapters: risk assessment, internal control, materiality, audit of banks and audit of NBFCs. So I think if you would have covered it till here, by that time only you would have exhausted all the time available. Still, if you have any excess time left, whatever remaining chapters which have not fallen under the above three categories, that you can pick up and start your preparation. Okay. See, I'm not saying the chapters which I have not covered in the above three categories, sir. Other chapters are there, no, like we have due diligence, we have yes or no. So we also have SRE. So like that, sir, other chapters are also there. No, from those chapters will the questions not come? I never said that. From these chapters also questions will come. But as I have told, within this 40 days of time, you might not have enough of time to cover entire syllabus. So you have to become choosy. But that should not be some random choice. That should be one, that choosing also should be one properly structured. So that is why I have done this video. So this PDF also I will share it with you. So please follow this strategy or approach and increase the odds in your favor for qualifying the CA final audit paper, right? So that's all from my side, guys. All the very best, my dear students. And you can take the help of the revision series which is there on our YouTube channel. You can take the advantage of the resources like I've told, concept notes, question bank, all the resources you can take the advantage and you can get through the examination. That's been my wish altogether. So all the very best, my dear students. See you in the next video. Bye. Take care.